Our theme for the month is on giving thanks. Since this is the season celebrated for giving thanks, part of a tradition that began in the 17th century. Experiencing and expressing gratitude is an important part of any spiritual practice. It opens the heart and activates positive emotion centers in the brain. You know, we say that everything we do is something to do while we're doing something else. And everything that we do affects some part of our spiritual being, because we are spiritual beings. And so whatever we do, we are doing it to develop that beingness, to come into the full realization that we are truly spiritual beings. Regular practice of gratitude can change the way our brain neurons fire into more positive automatic patterns. The positive emotions we evoke can soothe the desires and broaden our thinking patterns, so we develop a larger and more expansive view of our lives. Gratitude is an emotion of connectedness, which reminds us that we are part of a larger universe with all living things. And when we say, I thank you, or I am grateful, or I appreciate you, or I think you are a wonderful person, we're all tapping into that larger part of us, that part that brings us into grace, as we said earlier this morning. Marcel Proust wrote, and I quote, "Let us be grateful for the people who makes us happy. They are the charming garden who makes our souls blossom." End quote. Now we ask ourselves, how grateful are we for the people who brings happiness to our lives? No, they can't make us happy, but they can bring a ray of sunshine to brighten our day. We can only be alive in our hearts when our hearts are conscious of our treasures. So if you would tell the person next to you, or you need to walk over to someone, just say, I appreciate you. I am thankful for you.
I appreciate you, and I'm thankful for you. I appreciate you. I'm thankful for you.
I am thankful for you, and I appreciate you. You make me look so good.
Notice everyone is smiling. We've just dropped a few drops of joy into each other's lives. It takes so little for us to be thankful. As Josh was saying, we have so many things to be thankful for. And many times we simply get caught up into what we're doing and we forget to say thank you. I'm grateful. I'm thankful for you. I appreciate you. I was privileged to know a man and woman who had been married for 65 years. And we were at a gathering, and she brought him a cup of water, and he said, thank you. She brought him a plate of food. He said, thank you. And I sat there and I looked at them. And I said, yes, that's why they've stayed together for 65 years. They appreciated each other. They appreciated what each other would do for them. Sometimes many times we take the people for granted who we live with or who are around us. And it's not really our intention. We're grateful. We're thankful for these people. Being conscious of saying it does something for our brain as well as theirs. You see, when we all exchanged the gratitude principle a few minutes ago, every face had a smile on it. It makes us feel good because it brings joy. And you see, as spiritual beings, we are given the essence of our spirit to create with. The essence of our spirit is love, joy, peace, wisdom, beauty, life, and power. When we use those words in our life, then that brings that essence or that energy down into our life, and from there we can go out and create. So how do you express gratitude for the people and places in your life? I have a great deal of my other life, I have in my other life taken it for granted for people who make me happy or people who brought me joy. I remember as I was getting my thoughts together how I really did not appreciate those people who were in my life at that time. So I mentally sent them a thank you, I am grateful idea. I said to them, I'm so thankful for you, I'm grateful for you. And then I look back at the people who were in my life, and I ticked off what they gave me as a result of being in my life. Mr. Abraham Lincoln said, a man is about as happy as he makes up his mind to be. And as religious scientists, we know that no one can do anything for us. We do everything for ourselves, regardless to what it looks like. Whatever we think we're doing for others, we do for ourselves, because it brings us joy. When I do something for someone, I feel much, much better, because I am giving that part of my spirit. I am following my mind to help to increase my life. Thank you. I'm grateful. We know that living as a religious scientist or as a metaphysician above the regular mindset of the world, that it is an inside job. And simply by saying silently, I'm grateful, I'm thankful, we do something for our life, something for our community here, something for the world. Since I have been speaking on thankful, we give thanks was our theme this month. Since I've been speaking on it, I wake some mornings saying I am grateful. Last Sunday we sang a song by Karen Drucker. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. So all the week, every morning this week, I got up, and that song was the first thing that came to my mind. And then I began to think about how grateful I am. And I am grateful when I look out at the media, and I see what other people go through, and what I have not had to experience, what I have experienced, then I am grateful. I am grateful. It makes me, it helps me to become more conscious of what I have and what I have to give to the world. At times, our light goes out, and it's rekindled by a spark from another person. And each of us has a cause to think with deep gratitude for those who have lighted the flame within us. As a result of this, we forgot that they did not light the flame. We did. That they only reminded us that the flame had not gone out. When someone does something for us, and we thank them for it, that is simply enough, because they have tapped into their gratitude level, we have tapped into our gratitude level. And if we leave it there, then we have helped the entire world. A 20th century mystic, William James, said that the deepest craving of human nature is to be appreciated. How much do you appreciate yourself? How much do you appreciate yourself? We were born and raised in a society that does not give much credence to ourselves. We need to give it to other people. Tell everybody you love them. Tell your sister you love them, your brother you love them. Tell everybody you love them. But then we were never taught to tell ourselves we love ourselves. And we later learned that we cannot love anyone unless we love ourselves. Until we learn to love ourselves. We cannot appreciate anyone until we learn to appreciate ourselves. And how do I show myself appreciation? Each one has a different way of showing themselves appreciation. But as the week continues, we want to just leave these ideas with you to be aware of how you appreciate yourself. What do you do for yourself to bring you happiness? That doesn't include anyone else. Someone else is just icing on the cake. But what do you do? What do you do to bring yourself to that point that you tap into your gratitude level? Be thankful for the people in your life. Be thankful for what you have, and you will end up having more. And if you concentrate, Dr. Holmes said, on what you don't have, then you will never have enough. And for most of us, we've been trained to not to want anything. We have to need everything. Oh, I need a piece of cake. I heard a little fellow say the other day, I need a piece of cake. And I know from whence he came, because we could not want anything. Want is tapping into our desire to express the gods that we are. We have everything we need. Dr. Holmes said we have been given everything that we need. And what we have been given is the essence of our spirit, the energy of love, joy, peace, wisdom, beauty, life, and power. And as such, we can create anything out of it as a result of simply repeating love, 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 over and over and over. No thought. I don't believe it. It doesn't matter. Just repeating it. Because there's a law that is within us that works, that operates on that essence of love and brings love into our life. To water the gratitude principle in your life. Write down all the things and people that are in your life. Give thanks for the straight pants you have. Give thanks for the safety pins you have. Give thanks for your shoestrings. Give thanks for your shoes. The little things, as you call them, give thanks. For this week, just everything that you pick up, just simply say, I give thanks. Everything that you touch, I give thanks. And by doing so, we become aware of the Spirit who we are. We tap into that level of gratitude that lifts us into the grace principle. In closing, gratitude leads to feelings of love, appreciation, and compassion. It gives me a feeling of humility. Well, love is all there is, and love is God. And God is all there is. Let us give thanks for just being where we are, for the opportunity, the privilege to sit and to hear these words of Spirit. Let us give thanks for just being here to create an atmosphere for others to learn, others to grow, others to come to the realization of who they are. So as you leave this place, you're guarded, and protected. Arriving at your destination safe and sound, remaining under the umbrella of light and love until we meet again. We let it be, and so it is. So it is.